All right, hi, it's Natasha Bazile with SoldByNet.com, associate broker, home selling, and new construction specialist with Virtual Properties Realty in Georgia. And today I am here with some very, very special people, Anna and Eddie. They may look familiar because they are my past clients, and I am visiting with them. It was supposed to be for 6 months. We were supposed to get together 6 months. It's actually been a year since they relocated to Georgia from New York and bought their new construction home. And I legit walked in and I'm like, why do you have blue tape around? And she's like, our 11-month walk. And I'm like, yes! So kudos to you guys.
Thank you.
For keeping up and doing that. So did you reach out to the builder or did they reach out to you?
No, we reached out to the builder.
And that was a trick question.
Yes.
Because the builder does not reach out to you to schedule your walk. If you don't reach out to them, it will not happen. So you have to be proactive. And then, did they tell you to put blue tape out?
Well, originally during the walkthrough, they told us that it would be good for us to market with the blue tape, and then go to the
website?
company.
Look,
yeah.
kid, bad things happen, and you can't do anything about it, right?
Visit.
Wrong.
And
When do-
sure.
Long word.
Please.
Sure.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
All right, and we're back. Oh my gosh, what perfect timing. So, I just had a little cough. We just had to come back. I got some water and we're good. So you were saying that, yes, they haven't taken such great care of me, but we're gonna come back there. But you reached out to 210 and you said they're gonna schedule to have people come out.
Yes.
And that's how it goes when you buy new construction. So speaking of them taking care of me, we've been here for like 2.5 hours. She made dinner for me and we've just been visiting with their younger daughter. And we've just been having a great conversation, but it's always great when we get together. Yeah. And I'm gonna insert a picture here of when we got together with John and Corin at CLO Blue. They're just the best, they're just wonderful. It's the first time I'm seeing a house with you guys all settled in and look, do you see this? Do you see this?
Well, we're still settling in, so
there's
more to do.
It's gorgeous.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It looks like a model home to me, but yeah, you guys don't see that, but it looks like a
little
model.
by little.
Okay. So it has been 1 year, and I know we've talked a lot, but what was your reason for relocating from New York? What part in New York?
The Bronx.
The Bronx. From the Bronx. What made you say, we're gonna move down south?
To me, I have always had my heart set on Georgia.
Okay.
I've always loved Georgia. I love the people, I love the weather. So everything just kind of worked together, and we were able to say, okay, let's try to move. And we met you, everything flowed, and that is to where we're at now.
Okay, yes, it did come together, and 1 year later, I'm actually glad that we didn't meet at 6 months and we actually met at 1 year, because at 1 year, you've gotten a feel for the area, for the house, for everything. How are you feeling? Are you still happy with your decision to relocate?
Yes, we are.
One of the main things also to move over here was we needed more space. We wanted a slower pace of life, and Loganville came, checking all the boxes.
Okay.
It was beautiful.
Yes, it's a different experience from New York in a sense that, in the case for me, we have to drive a little bit more because everything here, there's no buses, there's no train like in New York that you used to, that you can just hop in and get whatever you need to get. Here, you need to drive everywhere. But it's been a very nice experience so far. We love it. We love the people. We love the city. We haven't had any serious issue with anything or anybody. Just a few little things that Natasha might put it in a video, another video.
No, that's good to talk about as well. So, are there any major? Let's talk about the house. So they bought a Chafin home. Has there been any major things where you're like, oh my God, I wish we didn't buy this house?
No.
Okay.
Nothing major.
Yeah.
There's still, it's a new construction. Some people might expect that you're not gonna find anything, but there's always something because there's a lot of constructors, people that come, contractors that came in and do a specific job for the kitchen, for the bathroom, for the stairs and things like that. Here and there, you're gonna find some issues, some little issues that they all are. You can address those and fix things and make them come back, which is what I expect to happen now in the 11th month with the inspection. With the process that Chafin has, that we are aware today, is that we have to open a warranty case at the 210 website.
Okay.
But we have to list everything that we believe that needs to be addressed, and then they will pass that list to Chafin, and then Chafin will contact us with different appointments, I will guess, to send somebody to fix whatever it needs to be fixed.
Yeah, so like there's drywall or paint.
Right.
Or...
It's not like the initial inspection that somebody come and check on everything, put the blue tape themselves, and then they come back and fix them. Now you have to tell them. That's a good and bad in a way that if you forget something, it's on you. But also it gives you the opportunity to be upfront and make sure that all the little things that you notice during these 10 months that you've been living in here, that you can make sure that those get addressed.
Yeah, I tell people to either have a running list on your phone or put a notepad in your drawer so that when you see something, you make note of it, because if you wait till 11 months to then try to remember everything that you saw over the past few months,
it's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. So that's good that you guys had that list and then were able to go and put tape so that when they come in, they're not walking around trying to figure out where it is that they need to be touching up. But that's what I love about new construction. At least they have the 1 year check where they will come out, because it's a man-made product. It's a man-made product. So, you know, you can find things are going to happen. So.
One thing that I want everybody to know, which is important, that we will have known that at the beginning, is with the appliances. Sometimes you don't have the option to select the kind of the brand of the appliances that you want, especially your oven or your stove or your microwave. But with the appliances from Chafin, you have the option to contact the manufacturer. And if you want to change them, they can give you a refund for the cost of the appliance, and you can pay the difference for whatever different model that you want.
Wow.
That's something that happens with the microwave, that it had a little issue that we discovered after a couple of months using it. We contacted Whirlpool, and they gave us a check for the cost of whatever the appliance was. And then we were able to buy a different one and just put it in the same place.
Well, thank you for sharing.
That's nice.
So you're good with the house. This is your first time. It was your first time purchasing.
Yes.
It is our very first time owning a home.
Okay. Okay. Has it been a positive experience?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything that you said, I wish I would have done this differently, or I wish?
The only thing for me is that during this process, we've been very lucky and blessed with everybody, especially Natasha, not because she's making this video, but before we even contacted Natasha, we watched all her videos. Yes. So we were kind of
informed,
newbies, but prepared to have a conversation with her. So she can take us seriously, and she did. That's why we're here. And that was really important. Everything else has been fine.
Yeah, everything has been a very good experience. I mean, from getting in contact with you, Natasha, your professionalism, your expertise, also your kindness, because in our case, we were purchasing from another state,
Yes.
And we did not have the chance to ever see this lot, this area, not even when the house was being built or anything. And you took care of us, came several times, took pictures, made videos, and that was the only way we were able to see the progress of the house.
Yes, that I have to say, and this is very, very important because we didn't have any experience with any other agent how things supposed to work because we were buying from another state. When we meet people here, our neighbors, some of them used to live here, so they were basically coming here almost every day to see the progress of their new house construction. For us, it was a matter of, are we gonna get anything, how things are gonna happen until the first time that we receive a nice link and a message from Natasha and say, there's a video for you. I say, what? We got together in our living room, we put the video in the TV, and we got our daughters, and we watched everything happen, and this was a constant. I don't want to say how often she did that because I wouldn't expect that it's going to happen every week for everybody. But that was the thing that keep us and make us part of the building process of the house without being here. And that's a difficult thing to do because you have the impression that when you are physically there, you can take care of things or issues that you might see or change the way that things are going or happening. But we were very lucky. We didn't have to do that. We stayed during the pandemic, sitting in our apartment in New York, while Natasha was coming out through the pandemic and getting together with everybody here working and send us videos and pictures so we can even see the street and see the area that we were not really aware. And that is priceless.
Yes, thank you
Oh
so
my
much.
gosh,
Thank you.
guys.
Priceless.
You're taking me back. Oh,
I'm
God.
telling you, yeah, it's been a great experience.
And I made a copy of all the videos, so I
have
have
it.
all my videos
Good.
in my computer so
You
we
have
can
it.
see them.
I really appreciate you. Of course, I appreciate you guys for working with me. And I also appreciate you for sharing that because I see it from my side. I only think if I was on your end, what I would like to receive, but to hear that you guys, how it helped and appreciate, make you feel part of the
Think of
process.
it as a very important movie night because we were just waiting for that email with the link.
Yes.
If we got an email from Natasha with no link, we said, okay, that's an email. But if we saw a link, we didn't read what was it. Then we went straight to the link, Google Drive, and let's see what's going on in there. And then at the beginning, we just saw a couple of pictures. And then there was this nice video for half an hour, for 45 minutes. I said, what? That's a lot of work for anybody. And she did all that for us. And,
That's very thoughtful.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank
it is
you, guys.
thoughtful because you put yourself in the shoes of your buyers and try to be proactive and say, okay, well, they're far away, so let me just do this so they can see some progress and how it is going.
An experience.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
this whole building process.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Well, Chafin has been a great company to work with as well because since the beginning we have felt their commitment to quality and to serving the community and being honest, backing up their product. So it's not like we have ever felt like they have tried to sneak out or like, oops, that's nothing to do with me. On the contrary, they have been very upfront and you can see them, you can get in touch with them, and it's been really good to have them in our corner.
That's wonderful.
And we were the second family on this community, so it was really hard just to get any shipping, anything delivered to our home.
Yeah.
Because the street was not in the map, the construction was not in the map, so it
Oh,
was
yes.
difficult at the beginning.
Word of advice: when you move to an area that is not in the map, go to the map and pin your location every day. Pin, 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 pin,
Yes.
until Google acknowledges and
Or
Apple
Apple, yep.
acknowledges and puts you in the map.
Yes.
We both learned that in
Yes.
that process. We
Yes.
did. We both learned that, and I'm so glad that you guys feel that way and are comfortable. And by the way, if you're new to this channel, I don't work for Chafin. I work with all builders, and they just happen to buy a Chafin product. But
Yes.
I am so happy that they are happy. I've sold several Chafin homes, as well as others as well. But I'm so happy that they are happy, and I felt confident in them buying in this home with this builder, in this community, especially because of Corin. We're gonna take it back to Corin, because when I got a chance, when I got back and I got connected with Corin, I'm like,
That was your first time meeting Corin,
yes,
right?
yeah, I didn't know Corin before that. Yeah, I think that was the first time. So I'm like, Corin is different. Corin is a godsend. I said,
Corin is also one of a kind.
Yeah, we're gonna show some picture of Corin soon.
Right, because she's gonna be
Yeah.
somewhere in
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
And even
She's
a
an
year
angel.
later, we all still feel like this about Corin. So
Yes,
Corin deserves all her
absolutely.
flowers. So yeah, anything you
Well-
want to input about?
Corin has touched so many lives. Every time we speak with our neighbors, everybody talks so highly about Corin. It's the experience that you want when you're buying your first home. She's caring and thoughtful, very professional, very clear and honest. So you see that she's not keeping anything from you. She's not hiding anything or being careful not to say something like this, like that. She's very honest, and she puts all the cards on the table. And that's how you know that you can actually come and put your life savings into this. That is, for us at least, is the biggest investment of our lives.
Well, I have to say something about Corin and Chafin. Corin is the face of Chafin,
Yes.
and she represents Chafin extremely well, because in the only opportunity that we have to come to Georgia to visit and start house hunting, it happens that Natasha on that weekend, she was not available, but she prepared for us like 8 visits to go to different places to see different homes.
Yes.
And with everything ready, all the contacts and everything, but Corin was not in there, and neither Chafin, because we were looking at the different prices for the different houses.
In different areas.
And in different
because
areas.
living in New York, we had no clue where was what,
Right.
what was where in
And just an
Georgia.
advice, for a word of advice for everybody looking, don't settle on your price or whatever it is that you're looking. We settled to not spending more than X amount of money.
And that would have taken us to a place that we wouldn't have been happy.
And Natasha was comfortable trying to get us all the places that we need to look up in our range, whatever we can afford at the time because of our budget. But she was very honest, explaining to us what can we get out of the money. And obviously I'm a New Yorker, so I didn't believe her. So I said, no, come on, it can be. With this amount of money, I really can get what I need. So we just need to go down and see. Well, yeah, we came down and we saw it. And what we discovered was that, yes, we can find houses in the budget that we used to have, but was not what we were looking for. So the areas was not what we were expecting, especially if you have daughters or sons or children or moms or whoever is gonna be living with you. You wanna know that the area that you're gonna be living is okay for them as well, depending on the activities that they're going to be doing. So yes, we have to up our budget, and it was a difficult decision for me because my wife was already settled. She had that budget since the very beginning. I was the one lowering the budget.
I knew it.
You know, guys, we all do that. That's on us. We have to do that. But the reality was that after looking at everything and discovering that what we were looking at, we didn't want to spend or waste our time, keep looking because it's not what we wanted. We decided, okay, we need to up the budget. Well, Natasha was not here, but we contacted her and she gave us some hints, and we keep looking.
And we found Corin.
This lady found Corin, and when we met with Corin, is when you meet somebody and that's it. I mean, you just talking and you figure out that you're not really talking business, that you're talking with somebody and that person is just telling you the reality of whatever it is, the situation. And we know that at this point of time, when this video is being made, the interest rate is really high, the market is tough and it's difficult. And when we did it last year, there was some issues with the market, and Natasha was very clear explaining all those issues, and still we didn't believe her completely. Hey, we love her now, but we didn't believe it completely. You know, you need to be, you need to have this little thing and do your diligence, because it's not everything up to the agent to take care of getting what you want. You need to also keep looking, and you need to know what you want and how much you can really afford, so you can engage into the process, and then you will end up being happy. Bottom line, Corin made it different in a sense that once we had that conversation with her, that it was not all business again. It made us trust her since the very beginning. And after listening to all the experiences that Natasha had with different realtors, and with different constructors, it was Corin that actually made us say, yeah, we want a house from Chafin. Everything I will say that we were expecting, we got, and more. Again, there's always little issues here and there. You need to do your home inspection. You need to be diligent. You trust in the builder, but you also need to make sure that the things are being made and whatever you agree that is there, because it is your investment. You're the one who needs to be on top of the things. This lady over here, Natasha, she's gonna help you all the way through with all the tips, with all the suggestions, but at the end, it is, you have the decision to make.
Yes.
Yeah, but sorry.
Okay, hold on. I said it in another video. I'll probably insert it there, right? That was in the video. Yes. So yeah, we love Corin. And then you mentioned your neighbors. You guys talk and they all feel the same way. Like, I'm so happy to hear that you have that community over here. And guys, we've already been talking for a long time now. So if you don't have the community that we're about to talk about, be the one to start that community in your area. So how did that come about? That didn't your neighbor just call you before we started recording? Was that John?
Yes, that was John.
So they have, how did that come about?
Well, when we first got here to see the house, just a couple of days before we were closing, you were here with us, and they were driving by, and they recognized you because they're big followers of your channel. And they say hello. So I think one of the important things about making a community is just being friendly. Go out there, say hi, how are you? Congratulations on your new home. Where are you coming from? Have you been living here for a long time? Are you from Georgia? Where are you coming from? So that kind of gets you, with a good start. And people say, oh, okay, they're nice, they're friendly, and you start getting to know each other. Here we have a beautiful community. We have all come from different places: Massachusetts, New York, Georgia, Chicago, Florida. So we all gather here and we have become great friends. Some of our neighbors have little kids. They're almost the same ages, so they go out and play together. But the first thing that made us come together as neighbors was an event that we all put together for Memorial Day. So it was open to everybody from the community, and some of us who were here already came out and we met, and from then on it's been great.
Yeah, and they just did something for Halloween.
We did something for Halloween. We started with 9 families being involved, and by the time we were ready to have the event, there were 30 families involved.
Oh my God.
Yes. So it's beautiful.
But we have to say,
Everybody's
we didn't
welcome.
organize all that. That was Miss C.
Oh yes, Miss C.
Yeah, she's our neighbor.
She's our neighbor, and she's a wonderful event planner.
Yes.
And we all got together, and with her expertise and her guidance, we put it all together.
Oh man.
And we
it's
don't
been
have little
great.
kids, but we participate on everything because you have to be a good neighbor.
Yep.
That is so wonderful. Like
Yeah.
that is so wonderful. And granted, you guys are still good neighbors, but you still have your privacy. It's not like you come home and
Oh,
everybody's at your house. Like, can we come in? It's not like that. It's
No.
everybody respects each other's privacy,
Yes.
but you also have that sense of community and knowing if you go out of town, your neighbors are looking out for your
Yes.
house, and
Yes.
that's
Oh.
that. Go ahead.
I got COVID. Sorry, I got COVID. And my neighbors, okay, my neighbor from across the street, whom I taught how to make ginger tea.
You taught
She
her?
made ginger tea for me while I was sick.
You taught her how to make
Yes.
ginger tea.
Yes.
She made it for you.
Yes. My neighbor Lorena, Jan's wife, she made soup, Dominican soup for me. And my other neighbor, Xiomara, who has become my dearest friend, she made chicken soup for me. I mean, they all took care of me. And my other neighbor across the street, she also brought me, she was at Kroger, and she said, oh, what do you need? Let me bring you some Jell-O and yogurt and water and things that you may
I
need.
had the yogurt.
So it's
I didn't
that
have COVID.
sense of community that is just beautiful.
Wait, no, add to your neighbors across the street that got married.
Oh yes, our neighbors across the street, they got married, and they actually invited us to their wedding.
Yay.
So hi, Rashad and Maria.
Oh my God, this, I don't know why this hits, I guess this hits a special place with me because growing up in New York, we had that sense of community. Like, I remember distinctly who lived where, we knew the neighbors, they looked out for each other. So that reminds me of the old school community that we used to have. I love it.
It's 2 things. You have to show people that you're friendly, and you have to respect each other's spaces and privacy.
And you have to be open
Yeah.
for the rest.
Yeah.
And we've been very lucky and blessed
Yeah.
because we have such good neighbors and we're getting to know each other. Again, we all have our own personalities and our own privacy and our own little things. But that doesn't mean that we cannot be good neighbors when we need to be.
And we get together, we hang out, because living in here, it's not like you're gonna go all the way to, 45 minutes
To Atlanta.
to do something, But here, we can have fun and nobody has to drive. So,
Sometimes they drive, they go have coffee at Starbucks. I don't know if you can say
oh
Starbucks.
yeah.
Yeah, they don't invite me, but
Listen,
there's
Starbucks,
ladies that go to
It's,
Starbucks and get
it's girls'
together.
breakfast.
Yes.
So we go out together and, we just chat and have some coffee, and that's it.
It's nice.
It's beautiful. Come to
is.
this community.
Yes, Enclave at Logan Point. And speaking of that, I know the interest, the market is, is doing what it's doing. Interest rates are higher. However, new construction is offering some great incentives, and Enclave has some great incentives. So you're interested in this community. You want to be a part of this.
Can we get some of those incentives?
Listen, no. You already in here.
Oh, we already signed. Oh, yeah, it's been a year. Oh, okay.
All right. So. Oh my gosh, you guys are the absolute.
Hey, Natasha.
Yes.
Would you like some coffee?
Listen, he has this coffee machine over there that looks like Iron Man.
I have a barista over here.
Yeah, he really. So you go to Starbucks and you have him in the house?
He's the neighborhood barista.
Because that machine was very impressive. No, you're gonna have me over here all night, like, and I'm sure it'd be okay. Y'all would have me. Y'all got enough space.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh my gosh! But thank you guys for watching. I'm laughing because they have this this trash can that is just like I want to talk to, and it just keeps going up.
Yeah, he opens up.
And it's coming down.
Loves you.
But the funny thing is that when I talk to the trash can to open, it never opens, so he doesn't understand my accent.
Oh, so he's just like, I'll do whenever I feel good and ready. Oh goodness!
I'm getting there. I'm Dominican, but I'm getting there to the Georgia accent. So
Yeah, you're not getting to no Georgia accent. Hey, that's not happening. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you got a lot of insight and tips if you're thinking about relocating, buying your first home. If you're in your first home and you're like, I wish we had a better community, or however. I feel like they shared a lot of gems. So if you have any questions, you can leave them down below. You can reach out to me if you're interested in relocating and you're wondering, well, how can we get that done? They did it.
oh yes,
And I helped, so I can help you too.
yes.
We will sign out here. If you have any questions, again, reach out to me. So have a positive, peaceful, and productive day. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, y'all did good. How could I not talk about or mention John with Whole House Home Inspection? Shame on me, John, because Eddie is the one that brought it up. And we talked about you earlier.
Yes.
Yes, after closing, have you been in contact with John? Had to reach out to John?
Yes.
What happened?
Well, not only after closing, before closing, we were told, well, you might need somebody to help you out with the home inspection. I said, well, it's a brand new construction, so why do they need to be inspected? I said, you better get somebody. So Natasha recommended John. John is being since day one, same personality as Natasha and Corin, and full of trust. Somebody that you can talk to and he can explain to you issues directly. No issues with him. When we have questions, he will get those questions addressed, explain every little detail, and always go above and beyond of what he needs to do for the inspection, because his motivation was to become an inspector was that he didn't have a good experience with the house that he was buying. So he decided to make a change, and thank God that we got John, because our inspection was really smooth. But after that, on the closing of the house, 5 months later, we started getting issues. The bill for the water was hiked from $70 to $900 something, and the city of Loganville claimed that we must have a leak. And we're still investigating that issue. We've been issued some credits for that. But the thing is that after getting a plumber and other people involved into trying to find any leak, then we said, well, I don't know who else to call. And it comes to mind, I said, well, let me contact John to see if he knows somebody that can come and see if we can come up with something else. Just to make the story short, we contact John, and on a Sunday or something like that, Saturday, Sunday, and he was in an activity with his family, and he responded, hey, we already did the closing. He already did the inspection for us. And he just responded and said, what's the problem? Text me all the information, send me all the bills that you have, and let me take a look, and I'll get back to you. I said, well, man, he's gonna get back to me on Monday or Tuesday when he has some time. No. That night I heard from John about that he reviewed all the bills, and then he set it up to come and take a look at the house and the water meter.
He came the next day.
He came the next day, on a Sunday, I believe it was. And, well, John, I know that you did this for us. He didn't charge us a penny. A penny. I mean, drove into here, come and spend an hour and a half with us, or 2 hours, chatting and explaining and looking through with his gadget, infrared, to see if there was any water leak under the garage and other things. And he provided some good information that we took it back to the city of Loganville, and we're still waiting for the final result on the case. But bottom line is that when we thought that we couldn't find anybody else or what else to do, John came in to the rescue and at least provided some information and said, well, you should do this and do that, and let's see what happened. And I tested him the other day, a couple of days ago, about something else, a referral that somebody wanted to do an inspection. And the first thing that he asked me, it wasn't about the referral. He asked me, how's your water issue?
Oh my gosh.
So that's John.
Yes.
Natasha is gonna put all the information about him in there.
Yeah.
Listen, oh man, you guys are the absolute best. John is the absolute best.
Yes.
And I didn't even know. I did not even know any of this took place, and that's why I already knew the kind of work ethic John has and how he takes care of people. So that's why I recommend him. So this is just speaking to that. Like, I already knew he was great. Like, this is an example of why. Because some inspectors, like, you can choose anybody, but I want to use inspectors and vendors that I know are going to take care of my people, even after they close. Some inspectors, they wouldn't even take your call after they've done the inspection. So shout out to John.
Yeah, John.
From Whole House Home Inspections.
We're very happy and we're very glad to find you and that you consider us your friend. We consider you our friend as well, and we're very happy with everything. So good relationship, guys.
Wonderful.
And everything because this lady.
Oh man, that is wonderful. This is gonna be such a sweet surprise to both John and Corinne.
Yay!
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Have a positive, peaceful, and productive day. And if you haven't seen our full video, go ahead and check it out.